What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. Now, today we have a special collaboration between Jordan Brand and Social Status. Without further ado, let's take a quick look at the shoe. Boom. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Air Jordan 6 Social Status. Obviously, a very interesting looking shoe, but there's some amazing details in here, so let's get right into it. Now, starting with the upper of the shoe, you guys can see that the whole upper is covered in animal hair. This looks like pony hair here, something of the such, and a lot of people want to know, is this real animal hair? We'll get to that in a minute. Now, as you can also see in the quarter panels of the shoe, inside of the eyelets on the lateral and medial sides and towards the bottom of the shoe, you also have this reptilian print that kind of looks like a snake here. Underneath that, you have that matte black midsole there with those pops of Concord that goes right above that icy blue outsole. Really nice pop of Concord on the Jumpman on the front of the sneaker as well, and on the lace lock. On the outsole of the shoe, again, nice icy blue with that Concord Jumpman right in the midfoot. Nike Air on the heel of this shoe, again, covered in that animal fur. Now, getting into what actually made this sneaker happen, over All-Star Weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina, Jordan Brand took over the city, and that's literally what they call their campaign, Jordan Takeover of Charlotte, North Carolina, something like that. Now, one of the stores that they have been working very closely with is Social Status. Now, Social Status is owned by a gentleman named James Whitner. James also owns not just Social Status, but Ama Maniere, which is located in multiple cities. Between Social Status and Ama Maniere, they have become two of the premier boutique locations, not just for Jordan Brand products, but for many other designers, both on the more casual scale and on the designer scale as well. One of my favorite stores in Atlanta to go shop at actually is Ama Maniere. It's in West Midtown, and it's a beautiful store. Small, but they have some incredible pieces in there. Everything from Off-White and Maison Margiela to Air Jordans and Nike Air Maxes and pretty much everything in between. Well, during All-Star Weekend, not only did they celebrate James Whitner and everything that he's done for the community by gifting him a special pair of Air Jordan 4s from the Wings campaign, but Social Status also released this special edition Air Jordan 6 along with Jordan Brand. Now, a lot of people thought that this was like cat fur or this is animal fur of some sort, pony hair. This is real animal hair, but it's not from a pony, it's not from a horse, and it's not from a cat. Actually, this is cow hair. This is hair from cows in Belize. And there's actually a sticker on the inside of one of the insoles that actually says this product contains real animal fur from cows that are from Belize. So if you're a member of PETA, this sneaker is not for you. This is real animal fur. But they dyed the fur black to make it look like cat fur. Now, you guys remember Jordan Brand has a long-standing history with the whole black cat motif, right? They have Jordan 13s where the green hologram on the bottom is made to look like a cat eye, the black cat 4s that are all black, things of that nature. So the black cat or the jaguar or whatever you want to say it is, always has had kind of that connotation. Now, the interesting thing that I noticed about this sneaker in particular and about the Jaguar, the black cat, whatever you want to call it, is that they actually tend to overcome predatory snakes in nature. I looked up some YouTube videos and actually saw that panthers and jaguars actually are known to overcome and to kill snakes in nature, which actually lends itself to this sneaker here, because on the Social Status website, this actually said that this was made to represent the black cat overcoming the snakes. Now, I think that has a double meaning to it. I think not only does it mean physically a black cat being able to take over a snake or to destroy a snake, but I also think that this means taking over snakes in the grass, meaning in your personal life, looking out for people that really don't mean you any good. And honestly, if I were James Whitner in Social Status, I'm sure he's encountered a lot of snakes in the grass that he's been able to overcome. So really dope message for a really, really dope shoe. Now, on the resale side of things, this sneaker actually did not take off like a lot of people think it did. Had a $250 price tag on it. Wait, let me double check that price. Now, let me tell you something interesting that I did notice though about this sneaker. On the Social Status website, I paid $250 for the shoe. That's what it said the retail price of the sneaker was. However, on the box, you notice there that the suggested retail price is $200. So my question is, did I get finessed out of $50 from Social Status? Either way it goes, the way that this went down on the market, the sneakers haven't really been worth that much money. And probably because a lot of people at the end of the day probably feel kind of funny about wearing a sneaker that's got cow hair all over it with snake skin. But sometimes the message can be more powerful than the sneaker itself. And this sneaker conveys a fantastic message. Like I said, sneakers are always art. And this was a really good way, in my opinion, for them to get that story across and to get that point across. But with the materials and things of that nature, it did make the shoe slightly more expensive for some people. But all in all, I think it's a nice sneaker. It's a solid Jordan 6. You never can go wrong with a Jordan 6. And it's a Jordan 6 that's got black and Concord in it, which are colors that we've been seeing popping up on more and more models lately. And I'm starting to like the way that they're doing it. They didn't overtake the sneaker with the purple or with the Concord. They just kind of threw in some subtle hints here and there. But enough of me talking about the sneaker. Now it's time for you guys to sound off and tell me what you guys think about the Air Jordan 6 social status. Did you cop one of these? Did you go to All Star and cop yourself a pair, or were you able to get a pair from the social status site or from the sneakers website? Let me know. Sound off down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about these. And while you're down here in the comments, you can go ahead and click on that little red subscribe button. We would love to welcome you here into the Sneaker Fetish family to make sure that you don't miss out on any more heat that comes through like these, because I guarantee you, I got a lot more heat on the way. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish, taking a look at these with me, unboxing them with me for a couple of minutes. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Air Jordan 6 social status. And until next time, I'm out.